Hello and welcome to Lead with Love, the channel. I do the return of senders every day. I do them every day. I already did them. I already did them off of camera. But it's like all you need is the tea light. Can you see it? You can't even see it. I have like all this stuff because I want to talk about some other stuff. But I do the return of senders. I do them every day. It's my daily routine to do the return of senders. The return of senders returns the negative energies back to wherever they are coming from. So it's like it's just not gonna affect me. People do stuff. They do stuff. Where's the splash? They do stuff, and then it's like it's not gonna affect my life. But then I just have to be aware. Oh, somebody's throwing stuff. I have to clean my energy, clean my space. Hold on. Clean my energy, clean my space, and then the splash. I put the splash everywhere, everywhere because it is gonna protect me. It's for protection. That's all this is. It's for protection. The seal there is also for your protection, for my protection. It's tatted on me. It's like, oh hell no, y'all not gonna get. How is it? Y'all not gonna affect my life at all. But I wanted to talk about the seals because I have the seals. My entire apartment it has seals on every wall. Every wall has a seal on it. The seal gives that wall protection. It blesses the home. It just makes everything better. So and then I have I have them here, but you know where I got them from? Because people say stuff and then they say stuff and then they don't tell you nothing. It's like we have the Bible, right? But the Bible doesn't have seals. These are magical seals. These are the sacred seals of Solomon. They're all, it's a sacred, it's like nobody knows about it. But and then it's used for protection. Solomon used these seals for protection when people were trying to look for him and kill him, and he put these magical seals everywhere, all over. He went all over the place. And I think he was in a cave and the seals were in, engraved in the cave. I got these seals. They tell you, oh, only read the Bible. But then I look for other information. They give you stuff. There's books available and they don't want you to know about it. This is the sixth and seventh book of Moses, the wonderful arts, right? This is where I got the seals from. This book, the sixth and seventh book of Moses. So, and then it has all of the seals in this book. It's a hidden book. It's a hidden book. They don't want you to get it. I printed it out years ago. I've been doing my research since 18, since I was in college, and you could print for free. Yeah, I was on it. So, this is the seventh book of Moses, but it doesn't have the website, like where I went to get it, but it does say it's from the seventh book of Moses. And it has seals. Each page has a seal. That's how I got my seals. So I got the seals. I made like two copies. This is my original copy. And then I made a whole bunch of copies. And then I just cut them out. Some of them, and then I wrote the meaning of it on the other side. Like you see, some of it, like when you print it, and then it'll have a seal on the back of it. And I was like, oh, so I had to print it like a whole bunch of times so that I can cut it up. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna put these all over the place. All over the place. I think they're like 30 seals. No, they're 20. 20 seals. Yeah, there are 20 seals to be exact. Each seal, it gives you the meaning of what each seal is for. I use the seal to protect my home. And it's the same way Moses did. Like if you know the story of Moses and the Bible, and if you like, I didn't never read the Bible, but I read the seventh book of Moses. I've read this other book, the 10 lost of prophets. This is of prophets. It's a magical book. It has information in there that they don't want regular people to have. But and then it's like, how are you going to protect yourself from all this magic and everybody's doing it? And then it's like, oh my God, these are sacred seals. This is not something that I made up. These have been used since the biblical times, since the times of Moses. And Moses needed protection because they were looking for him. They wanted to kill him, and he didn't know what to do. And he had to protect himself. So the same way he protected himself from all the people doing black magic, yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to do the same shit, like just protect my home, protect myself, my children. And it's just like, I would wear the talisman. I just tattooed it on because it just got so crazy. I would wear the talisman all the time. From my previous pictures, I always wore the talisman and the moldavite stone. My son has Archangel Michael, a talisman of Archangel Michael, and my daughter always has the same. No, she don't have the same talisman, but I gave her the moldavite stone, and yeah, just the moldavite stone. But we're all spiritual. We all know this shit. Like this shit. Better protect yourself, and you know what to do. You know what you need to do to protect yourself. But my place is protected because of the seals, the sacred seals of Solomon. And anyone can find them. You can find them. Because if you look at them, it's like, what the fuck is that? What is it saying? Like, you don't know what it is. This one, it's like a circle, but it's a seal. It's a seal. It's a sacred seal. Magical operation is made within this circle. So you make a circle. This is in the circle. Here, stop for a short time in prayer to God. Surrender yourself into the will of the Almighty God. Like, you need God. Like, everything is God. Like, okay, these are the books of the lost books. These are the lost books of Moses, the sixth and seventh books. I look up information, black and white magic, the modern herbal book. It's a spell book of herbs. What are the herbs? So it gives me the herbs and the name, the uses of the herbs, then the mystical oils. What are the oils good for? Like, everybody gonna sell you oil, but then what the fuck? What is it used for? And the power of the palms. Like, I never read the book. I never read the Bible, but it's like there's powers in the palms, the Psalms, you know? And then these are books I just got along the way of my journey, Solar Vision Publishing catalog of exclusive books. They're like secret books, like nobody has these books. Remote viewing, self-taught, how to ward off evil eye, how to ward off evil eye and protect yourself against hexes, curses, and spells, and the secrets of good luck revealed. And Oshun, because I was supposed to be initiated Oshun. So it's like I wanted to know everything about her. So I got a book just on Oshun. But these books are, you will never find these books in places. It's from a publishing company. It's R.E. Newman in St. George, Utah. Each book is like $12. This is a book. This was $12, but it's all magical books and it can help you. International orders add an extra dollar per book to cover overseas postage. Please, but this was years ago and the prices could have changed. There is no website. Like, everything was done through the mail. Like, you mail order it. You make an order through the mail. Let me see, like, how do they have. Yeah, there's no way. It's just the parallel universe become invisible. Like, they have these are the kind of books they sell, and this is all instant psychic power. Like, this is all books I'm gonna put it in the description box because you can write to them. I don't know if they have an active website, but it's called NEUMAN, NEUMAN, and it's in St. George, Utah. But I'm gonna put that in the description box because it has a lot of stuff. There's remote viewing, how to become a millionaire. Like they have all kinds of stuff. I wasn't into everything, like the magic powers of voodoo. Like it's like I know the stuff, but that doesn't mean I do it. I'm just aware of what a person is capable of. That's how I know what they're doing. I know what you're doing. I know how they want to affect my life, and it's just like, oh my god. These are, and this one, the seal. This is like when you're doing work, the witches circle. We do our work in a circle. Or if you're in a room and you do your work in the room, put this in the room. This is invoking spirits. He will conduct your undertaking. God will conduct your undertaking to your best interest. Hereupon, take in the seal or table, write on parchment in your hand and begin a new citation. La love. What that says? La love, should your sire's skill remain unfulfilled, continue as follows. And then these are ancient names. These are the names. I'm not going to say the names because that's invoking those spirits. So, but it's figure 22. All these seals are for something. And then what I did was I taped it. I just put tape on it all over so that I can't mess it up. I can't spill water on it and then it's ruined. No, like it's protected this way. This seal is to be laid on the earth. Its spirits will give the treasures of the earth at all times. I'm not a homeowner. So and then I always wanted like a garden or something so that I could plant outside and I could put this seal. And I'm like, yo, everything is gonna grow and it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be fruitful. You know, it's like at all time, the treasures of the earth at all time. It's like whatever you grow, that's your treasure. But like this is another one. The 10th table of spirits of Mercury give wealth in chemistry. These spirits contributed treasures of the mare. So it's for rich, it's for wealth, it's for prosperity, it's for all these good things. But and then it's like everybody's out here doing black magic, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, you need to protect yourself. We need to protect ourselves. Same way Moses had to sit there and he had to protect himself because he had all these people trying to attack him with black magic, and it's like, oh my god, like what the fuck is he gonna do? So he made these seals. These are ancient seals from biblical times. This is from Moses' time. And the seals are found in the 6th and 7th book of Moses. It looks like I printed it from online, but it's a book. It's a little book. Like, it's a little book like that. And it has a seal. Each page, it has a seal. So it has this one. It has a seal. It has the meaning. It has the usage. It has everything on here. And I was just like, wow, like this is so amazing. And I've saved it ever since. They have a paper clip. It's just, no, I saved it with the paper clip. But this is another one. Has a lot. Let's see. This seal, the time citation, must be written on parchment and be held in the right hand, but it must not be read. So you can't read it. Yeah, because it has words in here and it's an enchantment and you can't say it. You can only say it when you're going to use it. But it's a seal, citation, parchment, ministering spirits, the seal for all services, characteristics. This is like if you're in your office. You enchant your office. You enchant your office for everything. Ministering the following generation, seals for all services, characteristics, and obedience. You want people to listen? Yeah, enchant the whole office. Like, come here. This must be cited by the 12th table at the time of a fan eclipse or by the sun or moon. So it's like the sun and the moon were always important. This is another one. This is figure 2 in the book, the 6th and 7th book of Moses, figure 2. If the seal is buried in the earth where treasures exist, they will come to the surface of themselves without the presence of of any plane. So it's like whatever you're looking for in the earth, like if you're looking for treasures or a mine or something, put that seal in there. Then whatever you're looking for, like archaeologists could use this seal to help them uncover the fucking secrets of that's buried in the ground and nobody knows. And it's like, but you have to, those are rich people. Rich people waste their money looking for treasures that are not found. What's this one? This one is figure 6. Figure 6. Laid upon the sick, on a sick person, to restore him. He has not lived the full number of days, and we call this the seal of power. So this is used, and you lay it on sick people, and you help them, you revive them. They'll feel better with a seal, the sacred seal. These are the. This is the 6th and 7th book of Moses, the wonderful arts, or Moses' magical spirit art, known as the wonderful arts of the wise old Hebrews, taken from Mosaic books of the CABALA and the TALMUD for the good of mankind. Like it's only going to help you. It's going to make things better. It's going to make your life better. You know, translated from the German word for word according to the old writings, with numerous engravings. Egyptian Publishing Co. 609 Star Building. This is printed in Chicago. But it's like you have to look up information. Like I did a lot of research. I look up everything. I look up everything to try to find the meaning. To try to find a meaning, to try to find an understanding, or why would I use this, or why is this happening? And I just try to understand it. This is one that I dropped. This is figure. What figure is it? Figure 12. This is the 3rd table. It brings great fortune by water, and if spirits will amplify, supply the treasures of the deep. So this is treasures hidden underwater. So those are the archaeologists that sit there and they dive underwater and they look for treasure. They look for the what's that the ship. There were boats and stuff, and they look for stuff underwater. Yeah, like this would be good for them to use. How will you take it underwater? I guess put it like in a Ziploc or something. Put it on your clothes. Put it somewhere so that you're enchanted to find the treasure in the water. But this is the 6th and 7th book of Moses. These are just some seals that I have that I didn't use because I have all of the seals in this apartment. This apartment is covered in the sacred seals of Solomon. The seals are used to enchant places, to protect your home, for wealth, for prosperity, for good fortune. And everyone can, like, if you look for the 6th and 7th book of Moses, you will get the seals, because that's how I got all of the seals that I have, and I use them. I use all of them. I use all of the seals to this day wherever I go. Like this one, like that one is on my front door. Moses' magical spirit art. And it embraces the whole of white and black art, black magic, or necromancy, of all ministering angels and spirits. So it's like, that's why I say, like, you can't be scared of black magic. You have to be aware. You have to be aware of this shit, because it's like, how are you going to protect yourself if you don't know? Like, you have to know. You have to know. Books. This is another book. I think I talked about this book before, the 10 Lost Books of the Prophets. This is like the Bible. This doesn't have any pictures. This doesn't have any seals in it. Nothing. It's just like Psalms to keep secure from all evil. Like, it has prayers in here to protect yourselves. It has certain Psalms to escape danger of floods. Like, it breaks down the Psalms, the book of the Psalms. But and then that's what that other book, that's what, like, let me just get it, the powers of the palms. Like, it breaks down the Psalms, like each verse, it tells you what that verse is used for. But this verse too, I mean, this book too, it tells you like spells, but the spells are in the Psalms, the book of the Psalms. You'll never know what the Psalms are used for until you get a book and read it, look it up, and then you'll find it. This is all information, and it's not for you to be afraid, because it's like, I use the seals. The seals are used for protection. Like like you see, these are writings. This is magic Alexander symbols employed by the Israelites in their laws of magic from 1880. This is another one, right? Another seal. Circle written on parchment in the blood of white young doves. You can get dove's blood. Like, you can get dove's blood. That's why I use fountain pens, because I can use the ink of whatever magical ink there is. Dove bloods, bat blood, what is it? Dragon's blood. The citation of the seven great princes of the tradition of the sixth and seventh book of Moses in 1880. So this is the fourth seal. But these are all like encryption. This is all stuff. I just saved it. Biblica and Arnica, Magic, Mahia, Alexander, tradition of the sixth book of Moses. This was on a breastplate. Like, they would have this inscribed on their clothing or on their, what's that thing called? Like, when you're a warrior or something? A warrior, you're a fighter. Yeah. And it's to protect you. Like, these are other formulas. You see how it's written? It's like Hebrew. Formulas of the magical CABALA of the sixth and seventh book of Moses. The Spirit appears in a pillar of fire by night from 1880. This is all stuff. Like, I look up information. Like, you can't just tell me something and then think I'm going to listen to you. No, I'm going to look it up. And this is another one. This is another seal, but I wrote the seal from the sixth book of Moses, the sixth mystery. Is the seal of power of the angels. Su postestam ex thoro. The sixth is the biblical over the angels and spirits of all elements, and it's from 1880. So this was inscribed in places. These are sacred seals, and people would use it to protect themselves. It's to have the power of the angels, to have the power of the angels with you. They're with you. The angels are real. This is, and then what's this one? This one, these are seals. These are all sacred seals. Like, I use seals for their own purposes, and then I write. And then I write, like, what is it for? So this one, the magical, yeah. So these are the magical seals of Solomon. And there's so many seals because he always had to find a way to protect himself from negative energy, negative people. They were trying to kill him. They were trying to kill him. So he had to protect himself, and he created the seals. Solomon, they're holy pentacles, magical seals. Where I got this from? This is from Talisman, magical seals. And I got this from the UK because I'm looking up information. I was looking up all this information because It's like no one wants to tell you stuff here, and then it's like everything is a secret. And then when you do stuff, then they think you're weird or you're this. Bitch, I'm protecting myself. Like, y'all want to sit like their magic doesn't work. Like, it's not going to work on me because I know how to protect myself. But then they get angry or they get mad and they make up stories and they start lying. Why are they doing all that? It's because the magic that they're doing is not working, so all they can do is lie now. That's all they could do. This is a pamphlet received in 1919 by two brothers who first recovered the outline of the Book of Tokens. It's a dissertation concerning the 32 paths of wisdom. In the name of Adonai shall the nations be blessed. So this was written in 1919. So the language, how the language is, right? Like from back in the days. But I got it, and it was from an old text. Like it was copied from a book. So I took the book and I just made copies of the book. Then, but it was a book that I found, and I just made copies of it. But that's what it is. It's like, you have to do research. We all have to do research. Like we want to look up stuff, you got to do your research because nobody's going to tell you. Everybody's going to lie. And then once you start knowing how to protect yourself, then they're going to get scared of you. Like, why is she not dead yet? And it's because this ancient writing that the seals are protecting me, or God. Everything is God. Like all these seals is stuff from God. So this is like on Wikipedia, you can find the sixth and seventh book of Moses. If you look it up, the sixth and seventh book of Moses, you will find information on it. The sixth and seventh book of Moses in the 18th or 19th century is a magical text, allegedly written by Moses and passed down as hidden or lost books of five books of Moses, or Pentateuch, a grimoire, a text of magical incantations and seals. Its purpose is to instruct the reader in the spells used to create the miracles portrayed in the Judeo Christian Bible. So everybody talks about the Bible and all this stuff and all these miracles happens, but they're sacred seals, and then they don't want anyone to find the seals and to know about the seals. But that's how you can protect yourself, is by using these sacred seals from the 18th century, many years ago. We're not supposed to even know about it. Like we're supposed to think it's stupid, or but it works. It actually works. Let's see. The work was printed with annexes or reputed Talmudic magic names, words, and incantations. That's why I won't say the incantations, because some of the seals that I have the incantation on there, and I'm not supposed to say it unless I'm doing something. Like I'm doing something, then I have to enchant or invoke the spirits that's on there for the seal to work. And I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just sitting here. So I'm like, I'm not gonna activate it. I'm gonna just show you. But you can get the seals. Like you can get the seals. If you get this book, the sixth and seventh book of Moses, get that book. And then you're not gonna get a hard copy. It's in it's online, it's in paper, it's somewhere. Wherever you see it, find it and print it out. Make several copies of it so you can keep an original for yourself, and then you can cut up the other ones, the seals, because the seals, I think I printed this front and back. That was my bad. I should have printed it like individual pages, but I did it front and back to save paper. But then I needed to cut them up. So then it's like I had to make another copy, and you know, learning. What was it? I was in my 20s when I did this. but it all serves a purpose, and it all helped me now, because now I'm being attacked by all these people and all this black magic, and I'm like, what the entire fuck? But I'm always okay. I'm always okay. I always have God. And this, I use the seals. The seals are on every wall. Every wall in my house has the seal. It's a magical seal. It's for protection, it's for wealth, it's for prosperity, it's for everything good. And the seals that I didn't use, I kept them. I didn't throw them away, because I'm like, yo, like, this is important to have. Like, it's a magical seal. I'm like, oh, I could use this in the future, like the one that you could put it in the ground and then everything is gonna grow. It's gonna be fruitful. It's gonna grow. I'm like, I always wanted a house with a garden so that I could plant stuff and put the sill in the dirt. And I'll be like, yo, everything that I plant is gonna grow fruitful, it's gonna be beautiful, it's gonna be like it's gonna just be so nice. Okay, let me go back. This is on Wikipedia. You can get this on Wikipedia, and it's explaining what is the Book of Moses. Because the Book of Moses is a magical book. It has a magical seals. It has incantations. It has stuff for protection. That's why they didn't want people to have it, because it was magical seals and it was used, but it's used for protection. It's not used for evil. So I'm like, they don't want you to know. They want you to know evil, how to do evil onto others, but they don't want you to know how to protect yourself. And I'm like, yo, like, we need to know how to protect ourselves. And these are old ancient scripts. It's not something that I made up. I didn't make it up. It has always been around. It's just that we are not aware. We are not aware of it. I'm nerdy, so I look up stuff. That's how I got it, because I just looked up stuff. Christian biblical passages. It shows diagrams of seals, magical drawings, accompanied by incantations intended to perform various tasks, from controlling weather or people to contacting the dead or Christian religious figures. Copies have been traced to 18th century German pamphlets, but in 1849 printing, aided by the appearance of popular press in the 19th century, spread the text through Germany and Northern Europe. So then that's why some of the sites are from the UK, because the UK knows about this. Like, other people know about this, but us Americans don't know. And it's like, you got to go outside of your country to find information to protect yourself from these witches, or all, from these people that sit here and play in black magic and voodoo and all this other stuff. And it's like, what are you going to do? How are you going to protect yourself? You have to learn how to protect yourself, how to cleanse yourself. And the seals help. It's just, nothing is going to affect you when you have the seal. When the seal is in your home, it'll bless you. Like, it has it for, like, archaeologists, for the people that look up stuff in the ocean and underground. Like, there's spells for all this stuff, and it's like nobody knows. It's like, wow. Whatever. Germany, and German immigrants in the United States, and eventually helped popularize the text among African Americans in the South and Caribbean and West Africa. It influenced European occult spiritualism, as well as popular religious movements in the American South, Hoodoo, the Caribbean, Rastafarian, and West Africa. So, like, this is just all information I look up. Like, I sit there and I just start looking up information. Like, I'm busy, I'm doing stuff. Like, this is what I'm doing. But you can find this on Wikipedia. It's gonna break it down, everything from different American ritual, folk magic. It's gonna tell you the history of the sixth and seventh book of Moses. You can go on Wikipedia for that. The book to download, because it's online, it's hard to find in a real place. It's the sixth and seventh book of Moses. That's how I have all the seals, and it's for protection. I'm going to put all of this information in the description box so you can check it out. and the Solar Vision Publishing. These are the ones that have books. They have books, they have talismans, they have seals. If you're looking, like if this is what you want, this is what you want, I'm gonna hope that they have a website to check it out. But like this is the location of them. And it's just I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna probably post it in the community board so you can see it, because I don't know how to edit and write information on here. I don't know how to do that. I'm like I'm whining, right? I'm sorry. But I just wanted to talk about the seals. I wanted you to know, where did you get that from? Like what the fuck? Like where what? Like a seal? You put it on your wall. I put it behind pictures. You enchant things, you know. And it's an actual book, it's an actual text. It's the sixth and seventh book of Moses. But I will put the information in the description box. I'll put all the information so that you can check it out. Thank you for bearing with me, and I'll see you later. Bye.